Good day. This is just a brief tutorial on how to make this butterfly card. It can be used to pass on messages, it can be used as a placemat, it can be used for just basic decoration. So I'll just like to take you through the basic steps. It's quite simple, and I hope that it will be easy to follow, and that should be a nice card or a decoration for your house or whatever else that you may want. So let's start with the basics. What you need, so let that be there. So you have a butterfly in luminous, pardon the lighting. So we have the luminous paper, so you cut out or you trace out and cut, and then you have that, and then you have colorful paper. It is up to you to decide on the color. Yes, there we have, it's focused. So this is one of the contracts that I have, and basically you have a medium-sized butterfly and a small butterfly. And the basics is you just put glue in the middle, just here, and then you stick. Don't stick the entire butterfly, so that you can have this effect. And I had made one prior in a different color so that you can understand what I mean. So as it focuses, so you have the butterfly, so you have this effect. It almost becomes like a 3D effect. So basically you have a medium-sized butterfly and a small butterfly. The best thing is if you have contrasting colors, so that's why I have the luminous paper. And then basically I use what you call the embossed paper. It can be embossed paper, it can be any hard paper that will form the base or whatever supports this particular card. So you cut it. If it's an A4, you cut in half, which I have already done to make it as simple as possible. So you cut it in half, and then now this is where you fold it. You first, pardon the oil, but it will still work. So you first fold it in half, and then you open up, and then using the middle part to guide you, you place, and then you fold, and then you do the same on the other side, and trying to keep them as symmetrical as possible. So you have it in this way, in this form. So basically you get a strong paper, and then you fold in half, and you fold in the pieces. Now whatever makes the structure, so I have my glue stick here. You just glue one side. So you put some glue. It can be the office glue, but if it's office glue, try not to use too much, because it makes the paper wet. And then once you have that, this is where you overlap. Pardon me, sorry for that. And you stick. So even though it's not sticking, you try as much as possible for it to be at the end. You stick, and then you ensure that it firms up, and you have your base. So in this case, you can have this, you can put if you have a longer butterfly, so it's up to you to decide. So once you have that, and the previously assembled butterfly craft, so you have this. So this is some blue tack, but it's okay. So you just put some glue where it's not too much, and you have some glue, and you place on the card, ensuring that at the bottom it doesn't go because of the support. And you have that, you stick it on. That's why you don't have to put too much glue, so it's just basically what will be on there. And ladies and gentlemen, you have your craft. You have your craft. So basically, Elsie, I know you'll hear this. I hope this is a basic card as you had requested. So you can play around with the colors, you can play around if you wanted something bigger, you can play around with the structure, but the main thing is decorate and then assemble. And I hope that is self-explanatory, and that you'll enjoy making this card. So thank you so much. This is Faith Mutegi from Parenting Conundrums. It's been a pleasure showing you this craft. Bye-bye.